What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't lack of talent, money, or opportunity, but a lack of self-confidence? In the next few minutes, you'll learn the exact principles used by successful people to build unshakable confidence and transform their lives. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Self-Confidence. Chapter 1 explains that self-confidence begins from the inside, not from achievements, money, or other people's approval. Brian Tracy teaches that people gradually become what they think about most of the time. If you constantly focus on fear, doubt, and failure, those thoughts shape your reality. But if you focus on courage, growth, and success, you begin developing those qualities within yourself. The author emphasizes that your outer life is a reflection of your inner life. This means that the way you think, believe, and feel about yourself eventually influences your actions, decisions, and results. The chapter also highlights the importance of personal values. Self-confidence grows when you live according to your deepest principles rather than trying to please others. People with strong confidence know what they stand for and make decisions that align with their values. Integrity, being honest with yourself and acting according to your beliefs, is presented as one of the strongest foundations of confidence. When your actions match your values, you experience inner peace and self-respect. Another key lesson is that values are revealed through actions, not words. Many people claim to believe in honesty, discipline, or family, but their daily choices reveal their true priorities. Every time you act according to your highest values, your confidence increases. Every time you compromise those values, your confidence decreases. The author explains that genuine self-confidence comes from consistently doing what you know is right, even when it is difficult. Finally, Brian Tracy introduces the act as if principle. He explains that even if you do not feel confident yet, you can begin acting as though you already possess confidence, courage, and integrity. Over time, these behaviors become habits and eventually part of your character. Self-confidence is not something people are born with. It is built through self-discipline, self-control, and repeatedly choosing actions that reflect your best self. Main lesson of Chapter 1: Your confidence is built by your thoughts, strengthened by your values, and proven by your actions. Live according to your highest principles, and confidence will naturally follow. Chapter 2: Purpose and Personal Power. In Chapter 2, Brian Tracy explains that self-confidence grows through purpose and achievement. He introduces the law of indirect effort, which states that confidence is not gained by wishing for it. Instead, it develops naturally when you work toward meaningful goals and make progress. The more goals you achieve, the stronger your belief in yourself becomes. True confidence comes from proving to yourself that you can accomplish difficult things. The author emphasizes that thoughts are creative. According to him, your thoughts shape your reality. Positive, focused thinking leads to positive results, while negative thinking attracts negative outcomes. He introduces several mental laws, including the law of attraction, which says that you attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your dominant thoughts. If you constantly think about success and achievement, your mind begins finding ways to make those outcomes possible. Another major lesson is the importance of clear goals. Tracy argues that goals activate your mental powers and give direction to your life. Without goals, people drift and react to circumstances. With goals, they become focused and purposeful. Writing goals down is especially important because it transforms wishes into concrete targets. The chapter also discusses the role of fear. Fear is described as the greatest enemy of self-confidence. It appears as procrastination, excuses, self-doubt, and avoidance. Fear keeps people trapped in their comfort zones, where they stop growing and settle for less than their potential. To build confidence, you must challenge yourself, leave your comfort zone, and pursue bigger goals than you think you can achieve. Main idea of Chapter 2 self-confidence is built by setting clear goals, taking action, overcoming fear, and making steady progress toward a meaningful purpose. Chapter 3: Achieving Competence and Personal Mastery. In Chapter 3, Brian Tracy teaches that the strongest source of self-confidence is competence. People become confident when they know they are skilled and capable in a specific area. The author explains that successful people continually improve themselves and push beyond their comfort zones. They are committed to learning, practicing, and mastering the skills that matter most in their careers and lives. The better you become at something valuable, the more confidence you naturally develop. A major idea in this chapter is finding work that matches your talents and interests. Tracy encourages readers to discover what they truly enjoy doing and what they can potentially become excellent at. When people work in areas they love, they perform better, learn faster, and experience greater satisfaction. Self-confidence grows when your daily work aligns with your natural strengths and abilities. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of continuous learning. Excellence is not something people are born with. It is developed through consistent practice and improvement. The law of accumulation states that small efforts repeated every day eventually create extraordinary results. Every new skill you learn increases your value and strengthens your belief in yourself. Main idea of Chapter 3: the fastest way to build self-confidence is to become highly skilled in an area that matters to you. Competence creates confidence. Chapter 4: the inner game of self-confidence. Chapter 4 focuses on the mental side of confidence. Brian Tracy explains that your beliefs largely determine how confident you feel. If you believe you can succeed, you act differently than someone who believes they will fail. Many limitations exist only because people accept negative beliefs about themselves. Therefore, changing your beliefs is essential for building self-confidence. The author introduces the power of self-suggestion and autosuggestion. He explains that the words you repeatedly say to yourself eventually influence your subconscious mind. Positive statements such as "I can do it" or "I am becoming more confident every day" gradually replace fear and doubt. Your mind believes what it hears repeatedly. Another important concept is taking responsibility for your life. Confident people do not blame circumstances or other people. Instead, they focus on what they can control. By accepting responsibility, they gain a sense of power and control, which increases confidence. The chapter also highlights visualization. Tracy teaches that successful people mentally rehearse success before it happens. They imagine themselves performing confidently, solving problems and achieving goals. These mental pictures prepare the subconscious mind and make success feel more natural and achievable. Finally, he stresses the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with, the books you read, and the information you consume all affect your confidence. Feed your mind with positive ideas, and your confidence will grow stronger over time. Main idea of Chapter 4: your confidence is shaped by your beliefs, self-talk, mental images, and daily thoughts. Control your mind, and you control your confidence. Chapter 5: capitalizing on your strengths. Brian Tracy explains that self-confidence grows fastest when you identify and develop your natural strengths. Every person has unique talents, abilities, and interests. Instead of spending all your time trying to fix weaknesses, you should discover what you do best and work on becoming excellent in that area. The more you use your strengths, the happier, more productive, and more confident you become. The author emphasizes the importance of choosing the right field. Many people struggle because they work in areas that do not match their talents. When you find work that fits your abilities and interests, learning becomes easier and success comes more naturally. People who love what they do often outperform others because they are willing to invest more time and energy into improving their skills. Another major lesson is self-awareness. Tracy encourages readers to honestly evaluate their strengths and weaknesses. Understanding yourself helps you make better career choices, build stronger relationships, and focus your energy where it creates the greatest results. The chapter teaches that weaknesses should not discourage you. Instead, they often point you toward areas where you need support, training, or partnership with others. The author also encourages continual investment in yourself through learning, training, and skill development. Your skills and knowledge are your most valuable assets. The more you improve them, the more valuable and confident you become. Main idea of Chapter 5: focus on your strengths, develop them to a high level, and build your life around what you do best. Chapter 6: triumphing over adversity. The difference between winners and losers is not failure. It's how they respond to failure. Chapter 6 teaches that adversity is a normal part of life and success. Brian Tracy explains that every successful person experiences setbacks, disappointments, mistakes, and failures. Problems are not signs that something is wrong. They are opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Self-confidence is developed when you face difficulties instead of avoiding them. The author introduces the idea that challenges build character. Just as muscles grow through resistance, confidence grows through overcoming obstacles. Every problem contains a lesson, and every setback can make you stronger if you respond positively. People who develop resilience learn to remain calm, think clearly, and focus on solutions instead of blaming others. A key lesson is that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Tracy explains that highly successful people often fail more than average people because they attempt more things. They view mistakes as feedback and learning opportunities rather than reasons to quit. Every failure teaches valuable information that can lead to future success. The chapter also stresses planning and preparation. Successful people think ahead, anticipate problems, and create backup plans. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" and "How can I solve this problem?" This solution-oriented mindset strengthens self-confidence and reduces fear. Persistence is presented as one of the most important qualities for success. People who keep going despite difficulties eventually achieve goals that others abandon. Every time you persist through a challenge, your confidence becomes stronger. Main idea of Chapter 6: self-confidence grows when you face adversity, learn from failure, and keep moving forward despite obstacles. In the final chapter, Brian Tracy brings all the previous lessons together and shows how self-confidence works in real life. He explains that confident people are not fearless. They simply act despite their fears. Self-confidence is developed through action. The more things you try, the more experiences you gain, and the stronger your belief in yourself becomes. Many successful people started with failures, setbacks, and uncertainty, but they kept moving forward until they succeeded. The author shares examples of people who started with disadvantages and failures but eventually achieved remarkable success because they refused to quit. He emphasizes that your past does not determine your future. No matter where you start, you can develop any quality, skill, or ability through practice and persistence. Confidence grows every time you overcome a challenge and prove to yourself that you can handle it. A major lesson in this chapter is the 4 Ds of success and self-confidence. Desire. Want success strongly. Decision. Decide to achieve it. Determination. Refuse to quit. Discipline. Do what is necessary every day. These 4 qualities help people achieve goals and build lasting confidence. The chapter also stresses continuous learning and personal responsibility. Successful people plan their work, improve their skills, take action quickly, and never stop learning. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They begin where they are and keep improving. Every achievement, no matter how small, strengthens self-confidence. Finally, Tracy encourages readers to become their own cheerleader. Speak positively to yourself, visualize success, maintain discipline, take care of your health, and keep moving toward your goals. Confidence is not a destination. It is a habit built through consistent action. Main idea of Chapter 7: self-confidence is built through action. The more you act, learn, persist, and grow, the stronger your confidence becomes.